Okay, and then to you, if there were 1,000 men who are rating you on your looks, what do you think they would rate you on average?
I mean, I don't like, okay, wait. I would probably, like, I would like to say 10, but I feel like there's a lot of people who are modified who would maybe have kind of changed the norm of what a 10 out of 10 looks like.
So you would have been a 10, like
in
the 2000s.
I mean, I don't know. I think that everybody has different preferences. I definitely know that I'm not everyone's type, but I'm most people's type.
Okay. Well, I mean, we have to just use the current modern standards for this assessment.
Maybe
here.
they would say I was like a 8 or a 9, but I don't really care what they think.
Okay. And then going around the table on this, do you think you'll be better looking in 10 years' time?
Oh my God, yeah.
Starting with you. So you're 22. Will you be better looking? Well, you claim to be 22. Will you be better looking at 32?
Probably not, no.
Okay. You're 26. Will you be better looking in 10 years' time at 36?
I feel like I will look the same.
Look
kind of like similar.
The same?
Yeah.
Okay. What about 20 years' time at 46?
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. You're 21. Do you think you'll be better looking in 10 years' time at 31?
I think I get hotter every year that I live.
Okay. So 20 years' time at 41.
Absolutely, dude. My mom is 57 and she's beautiful.
Let me repeat the question.
Please.
Since perhaps you've not understood it correctly.
So you think I'm going to look more beautiful in 20 years? Or is that what you're asking me my opinion on?
No, so, well,
Wait.
People can be attractive at 31, 41, 51.
But do you think
that's
more?
not the question, though. The question is, compared to how you look today at 21, do you think you'll be better looking in 10 years' time at 31?
I don't know about better. I think that I low-key, I do think that I might. I think it's very plausible because when I was like 18, I thought that I was super hot. I thought I was everything. And then even over the last like 3 years, I definitely have changed my opinion about myself. My face has changed. You know, that's just natural. As you get older, your bones are more defined and stuff. So I have kind of a flat face. I contour, of course, to make that look better. But I do think at 31, I won't have to do that.
Okay. And then 20 years' time at 41?
I am excited. This is maybe an unpopular opinion, but I'm excited to age. I think that it's a beautiful thing that happens to people. And I think that if we are so scared of it, it's going to affect us more.
30 years' time at 51?
Absolutely, dude. Like I said, my mom is 57 and she fucking parties with me. Like, she is very cool. She's very beautiful and she has a great time.
57-year-old mom.
Yeah, dude, she's awesome. She was an actress. Well, I mean, like, she doesn't like go to the club with me, but like we'll go to the bar together sometimes and like whenever. Yeah, dude, she's fucking awesome. Wow. She's like literally so cool.
Like, is she married or?
She's married. Yeah, her and my dad are together. He comes with us too sometimes. He's not as much of a social butterfly though. Like me and my mom are kind of the dynamic duo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 40 years' time at 61.
Well, okay. I plan on being a gilf. I cannot promise what anyone else thinks about that. Yeah, I plan on being a MILF and then a gilf. So we'll see. I mean, like, who knows? Okay. You can never know. I might get into like a tragic accident and have like a scar across my face, and then.
Okay. So.
Real quick, Marian. I don't mean to cut in, but I wanted to correct something. So this is from the earlier conversation I was having with Chair One on the root of Christian. And the reason I bring this up is because I just wanted to make sure I knew where you were coming from. The word Cretan comes from the Swiss French word Creston, which means Christian, right? That's what you're saying? The term was used in the 18th century to describe a person with physical deformity. You got it backwards. So that's an 18th century word, right? The root word comes from the Greek Christos. So just so you know, going forward, you had it backwards. You had it in reverse.
No, I don't. But for the viewers, go and look it up.
All right, whatever.
Okay, they can, but I just told you, so you know.
Whatever.
Okay, so better looking 10, 20, 30 years time, correct?
Yeah, sure.
What do you mean, yeah, sure?
I mean, who knows?
Okay.
Some people age horribly. Some people are like the most beautiful looking ever right now, and then in 5 years, they're like, ugh.
You're 24, better looking in 10 years time at 34?
I think I'll just be the same.
Okay. The same in 10 years?
The same rating. But I'm sure in men's views, I would be less good looking.
All right. And then what about in 20 years time at 44? Your own rating, I guess.
Probably the same, maybe a bit worse.
Okay.
Depends what you think beauty is.
Sure. You're 25, better looking in 10 years time at 35?
Yeah, I'll be richer then, so.
What impact would that have on your looks?
What?
I don't know, my personality will be better because I'm more rich.
No, but it's about looks.
Yeah, I know, but your personality influences how you look and how happy you
Close.
are. And if I'm happier in 10 years' time with a load of money, then I will convey that through my looks.
So plastic surgery?
No, just like happy.
The glow, the
Happy,
glow.
more holidays, more sun. I'm from England, for fuck's sake. Like, I've got no sun. Like, look how pale I am. I'll be happier in 10 years' time when I'm living abroad.
All right, so 10 years of aging, but a bit of a tan is gonna, okay.
Yeah.
All right, 20 years time at 45?
No.
Okay. Then you're 25 too, right?
25, yeah.
Better, will you be better looking in 10 years time at 35?
I think maybe. Or I think I'll say the same. I think maybe. Is this good?
Yeah.
I think maybe, or like maybe the same, like around the same.
Okay.
I feel like the 30s, like I feel like you said, your face changes. So I feel like I'll
For the worse usually, or?
For the better.
I think, like you said, it depends. It's
That
genetics.
works?
Some people have like better genetics with that. Like you said, sometimes they age really quickly.
Yeah, wrinkles decrease as you get older, or?
Botox.
No, I think that for her specifically, she kind of has a little bit more of a baby face, which is a good thing. So your cheekbones will get more defined, your jawline will get more defined. Maybe, yes, you'll have wrinkles or two, but I don't think that makes you any less beautiful.
Yeah.
Also, she has pretty eyes.
Thank you.
You're
You do
welcome.
too.
Which will, her
This
eyes
one.
will get better as she ages?
How do you think that you're going to look in 20 years, babe? Like, I don't think it really matters that much. I think if you're happy, like, I mean, people
I mean,
strive
I'm
towards
prepared to say I
happiness.
will look worse in 10 years or 20 years. In fact, I think I was better looking when I was younger.
Wait, how old are you?
35.
How rich are you? No, right, like comparison on like the
I don't think my.
Have you got
I
more
don't-
money over the last 10 years?
Yeah, but I've also
Have you
been
had
more
more freedom?
stressed. I've also been. I would argue that the more money you make, there's typically going to be a corresponding increase in your stress levels, which is going to age you physically. So yeah, I've made more money, but I've aged like in the past 2 years doing this fucking show.
Yeah.
I've been under
imagine.
immense stress doing the show. So
Would you say you sold your soul?
Oh.
I don't think I sold my soul, but I decided to make the trade-off to. Perhaps make more money in the short term. So I have, instead of working a more reasonable job, right, where I would have to work till I'm 65, there's a good chance I'll be able to retire by the time I'm 40, for example. This is going to come with more stress, but I've made the determination that this increased stress now is worth the trade-off than having to work into my 60s.
Like an OnlyFans girl?
Totally different.
Not really.
Totally the
Well,
same.
let me tell you
Totally
how that's
different.
not different.
Well, I'm not going to allow you to derail the conversation, so you can bring it up
do it.
later. Nope. You can bring it up later, but we're going to continue on with this. So,
10 years.
hold on. 20 years time at 45.
I think at that point maybe I'll definitely look more mature and like, I
So
probably,
older.
Yeah, I'll look older.
You look older. Okay,
Yeah.
so will you be better looking?
Probably not.
Okay. All right, and then to you, you're 49. Do you think you'll be better looking in 10 years time at 59?
No, but I'm going blind, so it doesn't really matter.
That's great. Can you not lean on the table, scoot your mic to the very edge of the table, tilt your microphone down, please?
Got it.
And just, guys, we said this, just leave the mics where they are, okay?
Yes.
All right. And then were you better looking 10 years ago at 39 versus now at 49?
Yeah, not very much, but
Okay. And then were you better looking at 29 versus now at 49?
no.
Better looking now at 49 versus when you were 29?
Yeah, just because, stuff, medicine.
Okay. And then
I know, it's a little
how about let's do
embarrassing.
19? Were you better looking at 19?
Yes, I was better at looking at 19.
Okay. And then you're 24. Will you be better looking in 10 years time at 34?
Honestly, I feel like, I will be.
20 years time at 44?
Probably not then. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I agree.
I do want to ask those of you, I think I just want to ask you two primarily. Well, maybe, really quick, show of hands, who said better looking in 10 years?
Well, I
Better
said
looking.
same.
Okay. Do you think men will find you more attractive 10 years time compared to now?
Well, it depends if I look the same. If I look the same, maybe.
Do you think you'll look the same?
Yeah, 10 years isn't that long. I have friends in their 30s and they look kind of the same.
You don't think you start getting a little under eye stuff?
I mean,
some
maybe.
wrinkles
I already have gray
here?
hair, so
Okay.
yeah.
So, are we arriving at a response, or?
She gave you a response.
I don't think it was
They
particularly
might not
definitive.
think I'm that attractive compared to now.
Okay. If you were to compete with your 36-year-old self, do you think you would be able to outcompete your 36-year-old future self now? Or would your 36-year-old self outcompete you?
No, now.
Okay. What about you?
You're not going to like my answer, Brian. I don't care what men think of me. I truly do not.
Do you want to get married?
Yeah, maybe someday.
Do you want to have kids?
Absolutely, yeah.
Biological kids?
Sure, yeah.
You better care what men think about you.
Well, ideally, the man that I'm with is not into something so superficial
Doesn't care about
as
your
looks.
looks?
Ideally, the man is
Let's
not into
explore that.
only something as superficial as my looks. I think that's a very fair statement.
I think we should explore that.
I think if I'm only looking for a partner who cares
Why do
about what
you
I look
wear
like
makeup?
physically,
That's
because I look hot. Are you kidding?
Well, that's a rather superficial thing for you to say.
I disagree. I think that I am accentuating the way that I look, and I think that is a very okay thing
But
for
don't
me
you
to
think
do.
well, wouldn't it be superficial to play with your appearance?
Well, right now I'm not doing it so that people will find me hot. I'm doing it so that when you have a bunch of lights and camera on me, that I look okay and I don't have to worry about acne and whatnot. Yeah, see, thank you. I do it pretty natural.
Yeah.
Right, but
She goes, yeah.
but you do care. You do care about your own looks.
I do care about how I personally feel about myself, and I think that's the most important thing.
But that has to do with like external reality.
Sure, absolutely. But I think that in 10 years' time, at 21 years old.
If you were stranded on an island and you had a fuck ton of makeup supply, but you had other forms of entertainment, do you think you would put makeup on?
Yeah, but I'm not on a stranded island, baby. I'm in USA.
Yeah.
Right, but the argument here is you put on makeup not necessarily for yourself, it's for the external world.
Well, in 10 years' time, I can still do my makeup. I don't really understand what the point is.
I don't understand what your point is.
My point is that I don't really have when I go out because I want to feel hot and look hot. It's not because I'm like, oh, how many people are going to think that I like look a certain way.
We do it for the girls and the gays.
It really is for the girls and the guys at the end of the day. Like if the girls in the
you're
bar.
bisexual, so you're trying to attract females.
Okay, well, but also not everything's about sex for me.
It has nothing to do with sex. You're still trying to attract a partner.
Okay, well,
You
listen.
just said you do it for the women, but you're attracted to women.
But I do it for the women. It's not because I'm necessarily
Okay, that's
looking
totally
for a
fine.
female partner.
I think that in 10 years' time, if people don't find me as attractive, then that's not something that I'd want in a partner, because I want a partner who will find me attractive for the rest of my life.
Right.
I want to grow old with somebody and look at them and I want them to look at me and say, I love you just the fucking way that you are. Because if I'm having kids with this person, biological kids, I want them to love every bit of me because my kid is going to look like me.
Yeah, that's a totally fair position to have, but you didn't really answer the question. The question is, do you think men will find you more attractive in 10 years' time compared to now?
Probably not, because men like girls who just look really young. And I don't think I'm going to look as young when I'm 31. And I just think that that's like I got hit on more when I was 17 than I do now,
Okay, well,
and that's just
talking
like
about
true.
adult relationships here. So,
Well, yes, but you're talking about, do you think I'm going to be more attractive to men in 10
do
years?
you think a man if a man were to find you more attractive now at you're 21 versus like you when you're 41, that would mean he's like a P word? Is that what you're trying
No,
to
that's
say?
not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying
so
that
what's
I
your
don't
point?
judge. I am not. My whole life doesn't revolve around how attractive people think that I am.
Yeah, I didn't make that claim.
So then
point
why
is that
yeah.
men like younger women? It
My
doesn't make
point is
them
that I think that men will probably not find me as attractive at 31 than I am at 21.